Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for coming back and watching another video. Today's video is going to be going over our January paycheck number 2, and that will be my final paycheck for the month. As previously mentioned, I am a paid semi-monthly, and what I show you guys is the amount of income that we use to budget with and to pay off debt. So let's get into today's video. Okay, so what you guys are seeing on my screen here is my digital budget for January. This is paycheck number 2, and I have it broken down from different from last week's budget, and then last month's last paycheck's budget, sorry, and this paycheck's budget. The amount of rollover that I had from my last paycheck was actual $249.49. And the majority of that, as previously mentioned in my previous video, the majority of it was $244 for the reimbursement from my friend for what I bought for them. So really, my rollover was like about $5 or something like that. So first of all, for this paycheck, let's go over income. As previously mentioned, this digital budget worksheet is something I got from Etsy from My Productive Life Co. I'll try to leave the link below. If not, you can go to my last video, my last paycheck budget video, and you can see it there. The link is there. I don't know if they sell this exact one anymore, but they do have great ones, and there's also other great ones out there on Etsy. So I encourage you to find one that you like. I've been through a few of them and I just didn't like them. I didn't feel like they were what I wanted to see as far as my budget goes and how it was laid out and presentation. I'm a visual person, so I like to see it, do it, feel it, touch it, and for it to make sense to me. This is the one that made the most sense to me, and it came with so many pages. It came with a bills calendar, subscription tracker, a sinking funds thing, kind of a debt payoff sheet. I really wasn't interested in all that because I'm already doing all of that. So I just wanted a paycheck budget spreadsheet to work with. So this is what I found that I liked the best out of multiple that I bought. So let's get started with income. My paycheck is going to run through about the 29th of the month this month. So from about the 14th through the 29th. And I don't know. I get paid different times of the month every time I get paid. It's not really the 15th and the 30th of the month like they advertise. I get paid on the 10th, on the 12th, on the 14th, on the 30th, on the 31st, on the 28th. Like, I don't know. I just know that within the last couple of days of each paycheck cycle, I should be expecting a check, but I just never know when. So this month, I think I got paid on the 10th, but it was my paycheck for the 15th. So go figure. But I still hold my budget to those dates, just because it's easier for me to keep track, regardless of when I get paid. So our income paycheck was $20.8902. My son gave me some money for some of his bills. Business, we transferred some money for some business purchases that I made for my husband's business, that I paid with my credit card. So I do need to list those on here, because it wasn't just a total wash. I needed to include them. I'm expecting a reimbursement for my FSA, some medication that I bought with my FSA card. So I did get notification that I should be receiving that money today. I haven't received it yet as of right now, but I should be receiving it today. And then some money that I paid for some stuff for that we'll get to in a minute, that was pulled from my sinking funds that I already had saved. So I'm paying myself back so that I'm gonna go deposit this in the bank. I pulled it from my sinking funds binder. I'm going to deposit in the bank, and then I'm going to pay my credit card back. And as I previously mentioned, I do use my credit cards to get rewards, instead of just using my checking account to pay for everything or cash pulling for my variable expenses. I don't cash pull for my variable expenses. I only cash pull for my sinking funds. So hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. So for expenses this week, we have just kind of our normal budgeted items here. This is what pretty much I've been holding steady at. We are a family of 3 plus 2 dogs. So we do eat a lot. Plus we all like, pack lunches and stuff like that. And so we try to eat a lot at home. More often we eat at home than not. But who doesn't like to eat out? But we do have a limit and have a budget. And so I try to definitely stick to that and try to stick to the grocery budget as much as possible. But sometimes I do interchange the two. Like if I'm a little bit over on grocery, but I'm under on eating out, I will use the eating out budget towards groceries if I have to. As long as I'm within this amount of budgeting, I'm like okay with spending that amount because I already know I have that set aside. So however it works out, I just try to, stay within those numbers and try not to overspend in my projected variable expenses categories. So far on this paycheck, we're still within budget. My groceries, I still have about $81 left. Eating out, I still have about half left. Gas, I haven't really used much gas, but I do need to fill up soon. So I will be spending this here shortly. $51 for pets. This is just for dog food. We do have to buy dog food pretty much every 2 weeks. And I do get like the biggest bag, but my dogs also need sensitive stomach food, so it is a little bit more expensive. But I do get it at Tractor Supply because they have it there and it was like the cheapest anywhere that I could find. So, and lately the dog food has been on sale, so it's actually come under this amount. So I think last week was $48.70, so it came in under, and that's been the last couple of times that we've bought. So I think we can stick within this budget. I think this would be like the max that I would spend, but that is definitely something we have to spend money on every single paycheck. Beauty, this is just to get my lashes done. Every now and then I'll throw in a little extra for a mani or a pedi, but I started doing my nails myself when I started getting serious about budgeting. So I really don't spend as much as I used to in this category. Even though technically I could and I do have the money, I just felt like I didn't want to spend that money anymore. And I was going religiously like every 2 weeks. And, $50, $60, $70 every time. So that adds up. So I kind of stopped that and I don't get my hair done. I used to, and I haven't in over a year. I'm just kind of doing it myself. So I'm just trying to save as much money as possible. So for now, I'm just getting my lashes done. So considering where I came from, I'm okay with spending this money. So I did book my appointment, and to book my appointment myself is $25. But if I book with her, then it's 60 it's nothing until I have my appointment. So I did have to pay $25 deposit if I book it myself. So I'm gonna owe $40 when I go get my refill this weekend. Spending, we still have about half left. I think this may or may not be spent because I did buy some stuff at Dollar General for my kitchen table. I just like to decorate for this season. And I bought some new placemats and stuff and a new runner for my table. And I think it might be about $30. But I did make a larger purchase, but I am returning some items. So until that plays out, I think I'll come in at maybe about $20 left here. But we'll have to see. I tried to go return it, but their credit card machine wasn't working, so I couldn't do the return. So I'll have to wait and go back. Household, like I said before, I had budgeted like 30 something dollars, and then I realized we were out of so much stuff. I needed to up that, so I upped it to $125 for this check. And I had some money saved in my sinking fund, so I pulled what I had, which was like $35. So this is how much I spent, $124.92. So it kind of was budgeted but unbudgeted. So I just added it to here. And this way I can kind of keep track on my budget going forward, how often I'm buying stuff, because I haven't been really seriously tracking all of this stuff. as much as, or as close as I wanted to. I was just kind of putting it into my grocery budget and upping my grocery budget a little bit, but I did want to separate it so that I can save more and just kind of budget better and keep groceries and household when normally I wouldn't previously. So that is a small change, but I need to get used to that. So I do need to actually probably start saving more for this category because I know I actually need more stuff now. So, but it'll have to wait till my next check. I'm not upping this budget anymore. So this was the doghouse purchase that I made for my friend. Clothing, I did have to buy my husband some socks, so that came out of our clothing budget. Car maintenance, I did do it, get the supplies to do an oil change on my car, and my son did do that for me. Thank you, son. So anyways, I went to get an oil change and I was shocked. I mean, normally my husband does it, but I did go to one of those quick lube places, and I kind of was like, I wanted to go there because I saw that you didn't have to get out of your car, and I like that. So I went, and they were like $100 or something for like an oil change. I was like, that's just insane. So I immediately called my husband and I was like, yeah, that's not happening. I'm not paying that. You just need to stop being lazy and fix my car. So he was like, just buy this, buy that. And so I went, and it was $31, and we did it at home for free. So thank God it wasn't $100 because that would have hurt. I definitely did not have that saved up. Business, this was the business expenses stuff that we bought that I kind of separated from just my spending category. That wasn't my personal spending, that was for the business. Medicines, I did buy some medicine on Amazon, so I'm waiting for a reimbursement on that, and it was $19.99. I did buy my one of my pups. He's outside primarily. He's got some bathroom issues, some health issues, so he needs to be outside. Access to the restroom like all the time, and so it's been really cold outside here in Texas, so I did get him an extra jacket to have on hand because he does his hair is really thin and it's really short, so he doesn't have a lot of insulation. So we got him a dog house similar to the one that I bought for my friend, and he liked ours so much that he wanted one for his dog too, so that's why we did that. But yeah, so I got him an extra jacket, which I didn't plan on, but I do kind of have the money for it in my spending budget. So I just separated it here so that I can keep track that I did buy that for the pet. So I can kind of keep track for next winter, and I can budget a little bit better as far as that goes, because he will need something as long as he's still alive and breathing. He will need something every single time. Okay, so that is expenses. As far as bills go, this paycheck, we had budgeted $137.16, $57.94 for water, $69.99 for internet, $3.24 for Hulu, and I told y'all my Paramount Plus was going up from $2.99 to $5.99, I think, something like that. So I'm expecting that to be a little over that, $5.99, but I'm not sure how much, like with taxes and all that's going to be. So I just put $5.99 for now because that's what the email said. So that may come in a little bit higher, but so far we've got 2 bills that have come out. And actually, let me go back. On my expenses, like so far we have $307 left for this paycheck, overall for what we allotted for spending. So we're still within budget. We're doing good. We still have like another 10 days another 10 days to go, so we'll see how we do. But anyways, back to our bills. So I've got about $9.23 left to pay for bills. So a light bill paycheck, my first paycheck of the month is usually like the heavy paycheck with all the bills and stuff. But let's go down to savings. Let's go savings. So our house savings, we normally save $125 every check. So we did that. My sinking funds binder, actually I'm going to change this to sinking funds because that's what I meant to do. For presentation purposes, that sounds better. So it's easier to understand. This is my sinking funds. This is what I cash pull to save in my sinking funds. So I did do that. And I also have I also have $124 that I'm going to be returning to the bank. So I stuffed $396. I'm returning $124 for stuff that I bought that I had already saved up. So that's that. For debt, this paycheck, we are paying out $796.28 in debt. One of the highlights is my Samsung financing line of credit. Not a credit, not it is credit, but it's not really a credit card. I don't have a physical card that I can use, or a store to go shop at. It's just online, so it's really kind of more like a line of credit. I owed $275.79, and I did pay that in full. So first debt on my debt payoff list has been completed. Yay, paying off. So that should be paid in full. I should no longer have to pay that going forward. Thank God. So we'll just go back to the top. I did want to mention that first. So my loan number 2 is $268 that already came out. My Best Buy card that I went online and paid as soon as I got paid, and that was $30, and that already came out. My TJ Maxx card that I used to buy some Christmas presents, I did pay that in full, so I should no longer have to pay this going forward. We should no longer see this on here. My Affirm, I did buy a silhouette portrait, and that's what this payment is. I am going to pay that in full probably next month. But for now, this was actually, I just bought it. This is the first payment I'm making on it, and probably the last or second to last payment I will be making on this. I'm going to probably pay the next payment in full and get rid of it. So I won't have any Affirms. This is my final Affirm payment for, I bought some sugar-free skinny syrups and around Christmas time. I just bought like 7 or 8 bottles, and I just did like an Affirm payment plan because there was no interest, and I just needed a re-up. So I do have an espresso that my daughter got me last Christmas, not this Christmas, but the Christmas before. And so I make my coffees at home. And like I said before, like when I go to work, I usually make my coffee at home, and I just stop and get a $1 breakfast sandwich at McDonald's. PayPal, this was another paying for. These are the final payments on that. So I shouldn't have any more of these to pay except for this one that I'm going to pay in full next month. I am done with everything that I owe. Payzen, this is my medical bill that I'm slow paying, but my plan, if you watch my debt video, my plan is to pay this debt off next. So that will be next month. This month the focus was Samsung. Next month my focus will be Payzen. So to our spending, we did spend groceries, and as I mentioned before, blue is, the reason for the color coding is blue is what I spent on my Amex Blue Cash Preferred card to earn, 6% on groceries and 3% on gas. So these were both grocery purchases that I made. And I'm trying to get better at remembering to remember which card to use on what, because I was so used to just using my Capital One card. So yellow is for my Capital One card. I try not to make any purchases with my checking account. I try to pay for everything that I can, bills wise and purchases wise, on my credit card. And then just pay my credit card back. It has been making my bank account so much easier to filter through and read my statements and everything like that. So I really do like that better. Plus I earn rewards. Gas purchase. So see here, I forgot to use my card. I used my Capital One card. I missed out on rewards. We had eating out at McDonald's. I got some breakfast. $244.26. That was the doghouse that I purchased for the friend. $268 for my loan. $16.04 was the skinny syrups. My Samsung credit, final payment. I bought some stuff for household, the supplies. I needed some laundry soap, some little scented oil refills, some Cascade for the dishwasher, some Swiffers, just all kinds of stuff. I just needed a little bit of everything. I did buy some muffin mix while I was there. I bought my husband some socks. I got the oil change stuff. And then on Amazon, like I said before, I'm kind of been doing some organizing in my closet and under my sink. Like I did like a pantry thing, a laundry organizer, like reorganized my laundry room, shelves, and under my bathroom sinks and stuff like that. So I've been just into organizing. So next I was moving into my closet. So I bought like a boot rack because I have a lot of boots. I bought a scarf organizer, my workout leggings and sports bra, a little organizer hanger things. So I bought like a couple of things this month. Not really planned, but I was like, you know what? I'm either spending it this month or next month, and I had it in my budget this month too. So I'll just, finish that project probably next month, with my next budget. Kroger, we had some groceries again. This was just some food we bought for the weekend, just to grill out. Our Orbit water bill, this was savings. So the white that is not colored, that was debit card or bank account purchases. So how this budget sheet works is you enter your categories here. You enter your amounts that you're expecting to pay. When you enter it down here below, you enter the date, the amount, you pick your category. This matches your categories that you listed up here. So it's going to match your debt categories, your bills categories, your expenses categories, your savings categories, your investment categories. You'd pick that from the drop down menu. So you create your categories that way. Then you can write a description. You don't have to write the story. You could just write a note. But I like to remember where I bought it from. And I do like to also add a note so that I can go back and reference and review later on if I want. So that's how this works. So that's why it has everything. So it literally is going to have every single thing that I spent on all month, whether it was a bill, whether it was savings, whether it was expenses, debt. It's going to have everything. And even credits. If I get a credit back on my credit card, so like here on the 15th, I did receive a credit back to my credit card. I do account for that here, so that I also keep track of those credits as well, because it did go as a credit to my statement. And so that when I pay my bill, it balances to zero. I will take advantage of that credit to use it to pay my card back. So I did have a $6.47 credit that I used from a return that I made. So that's kind of how that works. So that's what we have here. This is kind of a lot of the stuff we kind of already talked about. Did have a Chick-fil-A purchase, my Walmart credit. I did buy some stuff for the business. Some grocery purchases. I forgot to use my card again. I don't have it set up on Amazon. I need to set it up because I do buy stuff from there sometimes, like grocery stuff. So I kind of do need to set it up on there. I just hadn't yet. I haven't had the card for that long. It's only been like maybe 2 months. So I'm still kind of getting used to it and getting it set up in all the places I need it. This was also a business purchase. This was groceries. This is what I pulled from my sinking funds, and let me change that here. So see how I changed it? It automatically changes it here, and it'll give you like a little red message saying that it doesn't match. So you need to pick something different. So I changed it, and now it should match. I had an eating out purchase. I was out. I think this was Saturday, and I was out and about, and so I just grabbed some quick lunch. I don't know, was it Saturday? No, actually it was Tuesday. I think I went to the bank and picked up some groceries and stuff, and so I just went ahead and got myself some lunch while I was out. I normally probably would not do that. Best Buy was $30, my credit card payment, my TJ Maxx payment, my 2 PayPal payments, my Affirm Swing payment. This was $5.40. This was breakfast. This was lunch, a lunch one day. This is the dates that it's kind of hitting my statement. It's not necessarily the date that I spent it. I need to figure out, because I've been doing it both ways, and I don't know. At the end of the day, I guess I'm just making sure that all the dollars match. so that I can pay it back, and that at least that's correct. Not necessarily the days that I actually spent the money. I haven't really cared about that a whole lot, so I'm not doing that yet. $25 again, that was to make my appointment to get my lashes refilled. And $374 was added to my Samsung account that I paid, and that is for my tablet insurance. So that is all our spending since our paycheck started about a couple of days ago, about a week ago, probably now. So far everything has come in on target. I have one more, my pays and medical payment, that I'm still waiting to come out, plus my Hulu and my Paramount Plus. Those are the only bills that haven't come out yet that I'm still expecting. So that's $29.84 in bills that I still have outstanding, plus what we still have in budget for our variable expenses, $307. So my actual remaining amount on this budget that I have left, if I were to do a zero budget, is $301 as of all my spending right now. All right, guys. Well, that's it for today's budget. This is how we're looking. So far for the month, this is just a monthly update. So far for this month, we have received all of our income that we're expecting, $5,997.75. We have paid out, we have paid out $2,115 in variable expenses. We have paid out $783 in bills. We have made $2,204 in debt payments. And savings, we have saved $646. So we have $301 left for the month. And so our next video will probably be, like, you guys have probably already watched my cash stuffing video that I cash pulled for these sinking funds. And my next video will probably be the budget closeout for this paycheck. And then we'll have a sinking funds update. And then I might do like a debt update, because I did do some calculations using the Vertex 42 calculator. So it gave me pretty much, I was close from doing my own calculations. I came in pretty close to that. So yeah, that's how we're looking. Not too bad. We're still on target, and let's see how we finish out. So happy budgeting. Let's finish those January budgets and come back for my budget closeout video for paycheck number 2. Anyways, you guys have a good day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, get the notifications so you don't miss the videos. And hopefully you stick around and keep watching me and supporting me and my channel. And hopefully this blesses you and you learn, something new, and it blesses you in some way. All right, guys, that's all for today. Thanks so much.